Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth Touchberry, and I'm gonna read a devotion to y'all about blessings. Okay, here it is. And first, I have a Bible verse I would like to read, or two. Okay. In Genesis 1:28, and God blesses them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Philippians 4:7. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall guard your hearts and your thoughts in Christ Jesus. Okay. The blessing of God is not an immunity card against pain and suffering. Jesus said, In this world you will have trouble. John 16:33. He himself endured far more than his fair share of earthly troubles, including the cross. What makes us think we can become like Jesus without going through some of the struggles he did? But take note, this promise doesn't end with trouble. Don't make the mistake of putting a period where God puts a comma. In the same breath, Jesus declared, But take heart, I have overcome the world. In fact, God has postured himself to bless you from the very beginning. The Hebrew word for blessing, barak, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but is repeated 330 times in the Old Testament. And it means to bless the one who blesses you. And then some of God's blessings are as simple and straightforward as the sunrise. Others are more difficult to discern, like the blessing of brokenness. But of this, I'm certain, the blessing of God is the solution to your biggest problem, the answer to your boldest prayer, and the fulfillment of your bravest dream. Yet, just as trouble doesn't have the final word in our lives, the end game of God's blessing is not getting, but giving. It is better to give than to receive. God doesn't bless us to raise our standard of living. God blesses us to raise our standard of giving. That idea is as old as That idea is as old as that Abraham covenant in Genesis 12, verse 2 through 3. Even better, the old covenant has been updated and upgraded by what Christ accomplished on the cross. Simply put, we are blessed to bless. The way we turn a blessing into a double blessing is by flipping the blessing. In other words, we get a blessing by giving a blessing. That is countercultural, but that is a miracle. And you will be a bigger blessing to more people because of it. When has blessing someone been a blessing to you? And I can relate to that, like paying it forward. Okay, and then I got two Bible verses. John 16:33 says, These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye may have peace. In the world ye may have tribulation, but of good cheer, I have overcome the world. And then James 4:2 says, Ye lust and have not, ye kill and covet and cannot obtain, ye fight in war, ye have not, because ye ask not. And that is all I have. So thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your day.